Now here's the problem. Let's use gaming as an example. When you blow someone up, or you break through a certain level, or you shoot someone, or you get points for whatever you're doing in a game, there's a release of dopamine in the brain, and dopamine is the reward chemical, it's the pleasure chemical. The problem is that the amount of dopamine that's released in a very short interval of time is outside of normal. So now, rush dopamine into the brain, and the receptor sites on the outside of the cells say, this is way too much dopamine than I'm used to processing. So the receptor sites actually close down, they shut down. In order for the person to get that same feeling, they gotta play more, they gotta do more, the stimulus has gotta be greater. So over time, we start recalibrating those pleasure centers, those receptors, to a higher level. Now what's the significance of that? In the absence of that stimulation, our pleasure centers have been hijacked to such a high level that we can't find pleasure in anything. You can't find pleasure from a sunset, you can't find pleasure from sitting down at the table and having a meal with your family, playing with a dog, going to see your grandparents. Especially for a lot of children, you can look at them and you can see that something happened to them where they're just glazed over.
Yeah.
That's because they're kidnapped by the technology. And so, in order for them to get that same rush, they have to play more, they have to do more. Now here's really the big problem. Learning should be a reward in and of itself, right? I mean, learning should be a reward, but now for most people, they need a stimulus. They need something to drive their attention to whatever they're learning. And now attention is dependent on something outside of us. And when you capture people's attention, you capture their energy, and you can program them as a result of it. So the solution then is to teach people how to self-regulate.